Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from Ivy. Dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a duke in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the higher. These ain't come from the cars. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force. Just fighting the demons, really for life.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. Gotta move fast, get to the back. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on, ain't gonna cry.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight it's a compelling late season clash here in Week 16. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Red 38 set.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, they're controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Down. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Set, ready. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Yellow, cut.
On the ground, this is Judkins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Let's go. Ready, go, blue, 32. Set, go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
50, green, Edo blue. Hut. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. If you look at this Browns defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Set. Black, 95. Set, huh?
Love from the gun on third down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down. 62 Browns.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, the ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. 45. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys. Already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Okay, right.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Setting up a screen for Judkins. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. As far as 3rd down plays go, that's not going to be one where you say, hey, let's run that one back.
No, I think right now the play caller, he's either circling that one or highlighting it or whatever to know not to call that one again. It's going to be a heck of a postmortem with the head coach to try and defend that one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Let's go. It's ready.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Set, hut. 50, green. Set, go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Blue, 32.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Set, hut.
Up the middle they go. Lloyd. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Packers at 13-1 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
switching things up. They'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Ready. Come on, set. Black, 95. Hut.
Love from the gun. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go now.
Love now. Now they'll tuck this and run. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down.
52 blaster.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's taken in by Golden. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Ready. 45, White. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now he's going to step up and run. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
52 blue. Black swap. Hut.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go, set.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Love to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Savion Williams, 49 yards. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Looking now, and that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, right?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Fury. Yellow. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Now Love. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Set. Ready.
Throwing. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready. 10 black. Set. Go.
Again, it's Love. Pass caught. That's Golden. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
They run. It's Kamara. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12. Here we go. Set. 52. Hut, hut.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready, ready. 30 seconds.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, just like last play.
But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Set, hut. Black, 95.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go.
1 second, all that remains. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line. About
set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yep, ready.
Here's Love. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Here we go.
Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
3 down.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Packers, first down.
Back to throw. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Set.
Going back to Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
That's good for a Packers.
Ready.
First down.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 45. One. Set. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Right.
Third and 1.
Ready.
To the air again, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
60 red. Steel black. Hut.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Set, ready. 10 black, set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go now. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, break. Go. 18, Bronco 8.
To throw, here's Willis. He's airing it out for Williams. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
They do go for it. Here's Willis. It's a short one here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Yep, blaster, 6. Ready.
Once again, Judkins. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Browns, first down. First
Here we go. Here we go.
31-yard line.
Red, 38. Ready?
Hands it off out of the gun. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Blue check. Off 10 black. Hut, hut.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Marshawn Lloyd, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Caught left side, Williams. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Willis looking to throw it. He'll try and do this himself.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
19 yards on the play. And up first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Down. Viking 18. Ready.
Now Willis to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Running free at the 45. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Now Willis.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Willis to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do it when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
First and 10 at the 30.
Willis looking to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, it was him as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Willis. This one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Cavity Lions. '60 Bobcat. Ready, right?
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready.
Willis got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Ready. Black. 95. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A give. Here's Jenkins.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Down. Blue, 32. Hut.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lloyd.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Okay, ready?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Go. Ready.
Willis looks to pass it here.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Here's Willis.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Third and 3.
Ready. 65, 65.
Here's Willis.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Set, go.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready.
And they take a knee.
38. Hut.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Cleveland, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a rare loss for them as they fall to 13-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down, that you cannot deny. We're glowing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. We wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, trying to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Wild son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some this shit.